Most people torrenting music in 2026 are doing it completely exposed and have no idea. Well, I tested the top music torrent sites this year, checked which ones still work, which ones got taken down, and found the one thing that separates people who torrent safely from people who get a letter from their ISP. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which sites are worth your time and whether you're actually protected or not. The answer to that second part might make you nervous. Anyway, links in the description if you want to look up the VPN that I ended up using. Now, here's the thing nobody talks about in these videos. The torrent site is almost never the problem. I went through the most popular music torrent sites right now, and the sites themselves are completely fine. The real exposure happens the second your torrent client connects to a swarm. Your IP address is visible to every single peer in that swarm. That includes copyright monitoring firms who sit in those swarms specifically to log IPs. That's the 30-second version of why people get caught, not the site, the swarm. So let's talk about the sites first. The ones still pulling real traffic for music in 2026 are the Pirate Bay, RootTracker, and 1337X. Now, RootTracker is the sleeper pick here. It's Russian-based, which puts it outside most Western copyright enforcement reach, and the music library is genuinely massive. Lossless FLAC uploads, full discographies, obscure stuff you won't find on any streaming platform. Pirate Bay is still live too, it's still functional, though the mirror situation means you'll spend a minute finding a working URL. And 1337X has a cleaner interface and a solid music section, but the upload quality is just inconsistent. You'll find 128 kbps MP3s sitting next to like 320 kbps files with no clear labeling. That's annoying. But here's where it gets complicated. Even the best site means nothing if your client is broadcasting your real IP. And that's where most guides just stop. They list the sites and move on. But the swarm exposure problem doesn't care which site you used. It only cares whether your IP is visible. So the question becomes, what actually fixes that? Well, I tested two options, NordVPN and Surfshark. Both have P2P optimized servers built specifically for torrenting traffic, which is nice. NordVPN held 96% of my base download speed on its Sydney P2P server, and that's not a rounding error. That's genuinely fast for encrypted traffic, you know. It also has a kill switch that cuts your internet the moment the VPN drops, so your real IP never surfaces mid-session. And threat protection blocks malware and infected files before they even touch your device, which really matters a lot when you're downloading from public torrenting swarms where bad uploads exist. Now, Surfshark ran close behind on speed and also has P2P support across its full server network, not just dedicated servers. Both have the strict no logs policies that have been independently audited, so nothing stored means nothing to hand over. And the one thing I kept running during every test was NordVPN. The kill switch behavior was more reliable in my testing, and the threat protection layers added something Surfshark doesn't match at the same level. For music torrenting specifically, well, where you're downloading a lot of small files fast, that malware filter running in the background is doing real work. So here's the verdict. Music torrenting in 2026 is still completely viable. RootTracker for quality and depth, 1337X for convenience, and the Pirate Bay if you know how to find a working mirror. But none of that matters if you're connecting without a VPN. Your IP is in the swarm the second your client opens. That's not a maybe. There's no guessing about that. That's how the protocol works. NordVPN is the complete fix. P2P servers, kill switch, threat protection, audited no logs. Surfshark is a budget-friendly alternative that still covers the basics properly, but one of them needs to be running before you open your torrent client, not after. Now, if you're going to grab one of these, use the link below. NordVPN is currently offering 74% off plus 3 free months with the link in the description or by scanning that QR code on the screen. And Surfshark gets you 60% off and 3 months free the same way. You've been downloading music without a VPN this whole time. Now you know exactly what that means. Good luck out there.